of it.
Okay, so this is a really weird episode.
It
Up
was.
until the
I had
last
mixed feels.
up until the last 5 minutes, this seemed like an episode that should have been the end stinger of the halfway through a season.
Exactly.
They resolved a bunch of stuff. They talked about problems. They did all this, that, and the other thing, and then they finally got the cool. Let's send off the show. I was like,
I was just like, this
why
whole
is this
entire
episode here?
show. I was like, this whole entire show could have been just like 4 episodes, and that would have been like half the season.
Yeah, I was like, what? This is one of the most weirdly paced things I've ever watched.
It was. I
mean, I don't dislike it, but
I was confused that like they set up like the whole entire like majority of the episode about Blake, like and her backstory, and I was just like, are they setting this out for like potential season 2?
yeah, that's part of what I got in my notes to talk about because that was a big old thing. Okay, but anyway, favorite moment.
I did it.
What is that?
Art.
It's art.
This
is the full piece. I wasn't sure if I should show the full piece because he's flipped it off.
It's called art and it's beautiful.
I also just saw your note and the other thing about the other subject we were talking about, but okay. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Say that aloud.
That I didn't even know that was a thing. Anyway, so favorite moments. Raphael, go ahead. Summer.
At least you know which one.
Honestly,
I kind of just liked the characters being around each other, you know, hanging out. Like, I feel like they kind of had a good understanding of their personalities enough, you know? That just watching them, you know, hang out was nice. It really carried the episode for me. It's not how I wanted the season to end, but you know, that's fine.
It is what it is. It's how they wanted to end it. This show ends in a very like it is so how you can tell this is a Japanese production versus an American production.
Yeah.
And this was the most differentiated one of all of them.
Yes.
Blake, what was yours?
My favorite. Well, I was spoiled, so I kind of knew it was gonna happen, but I didn't know like the whole entire food fight was gonna be reanimated. So I just got like hit with like nostalgia. I was like, oh, whenever like Value 1 was the simple times, man.
It was nice.
And the other funny part when Sun was like, just wait till you meet my other teammates. They're total hotties.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good.
I just sat there like, Sun, your gayness is showing, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, the letter, the episode was good. Just like I said, it was just weird. I liked that they had letter writing. Like, you got a situation from Weiss that she never would have done in the regular show.
It's like
because she never would have wrote a letter to her parents.
Oh, it was to Winter.
Oh, was it just to Winter?
It was only for Winter.
Okay. I didn't think she would even.
Yeah, she was like it started out like my dear sister Winter.
Oh, okay. I guess I didn't catch that part. Okay, but yeah. Even then, for me, it's still kind of weird because like how they interacted in Volume 3. But either way, the thing that was different, like you got the Silver Eyes early, and then Ozpin asking about it, and then you got the unbelievably intense talk with Blake.
Yeah, I was like, yo, what the fuck, Ozpin? This is not you.
Yeah, because like. He accepts her in, because that was one thing that was always happened in the original show. Like, everyone coming here has had some sort of way to get in or from a previous combat school, and then Blake just gets in, and I always wondered, I'm like, okay, Ozpin just let that go.
Yeah,
and
they mentioned how John got it and made it a whole big thing with them on themselves, but that was it.
Yeah, about how he
I was kind of surprised, like, Ozpin was like, I don't know. I felt like he contradicted himself. He's like, we accept anyone from all crossroads, but he's like, who are you?
Yeah, they like. It's like you said. It sounded like they were setting up like Blake was going to do more stuff in a possible second season. or like have a Blake-centered season.
Yeah, because I know in Volume 2, like Blake kind of goes stir crazy trying to like stop the right thing, and he's like, "Girl, chill."
Well, yeah, because that's when they go to the rally that they're having, and they fight the paladin and all that stuff.
So unless you're gonna try to shift gears into focusing on that, making it different.
It'd be cool. I'll give it that. I don't know if you need to see if Rooster Teeth's going to stop being on fire for 2 minutes before that happens.
I was kind of sad when she unlocked it. I was just like, can they bring her in like the actual show? Like, like can she like to squeeze her in?
Maybe we should
put her somewhere in Volume 9.
Teach her at a different academy, maybe. We'll see. But
so squeeze her in.
Yes. One thing that I really liked, and I didn't catch it at first, and I've become a bigger fan of instrumental stuff like this because a lot of times only Japan does it, and I've noticed it a lot more since I'm watching a lot more anime, is the piano version of the theme for this season that was playing in the background while Nathan Blake is really good.
Yeah.
It's like stupid good. The food fight was, I like that they redid that chunk. It was a good send-off scene, and I figured out that, okay, they're just going to send them off showing that they're happy and all that.
Yeah.
It did look good, but I will tell you, and I don't know if it was meant to look like this, but I almost like physically cringed at one thing that was animated. I don't know if it was animated that way on purpose or if it just looked that bad on accident. When she gets hit with the watermelon and the random ready streaks went across, it really did not look good. Everything else in it looked animated magnificently, but that part did not look that great. It looked like just red strings coming across the screen. I was like, that didn't look good. Why did that one part really not look good? I don't know, but yeah. The start out to the food fight was great because having Weiss declare the food fight also was a good touch.
I also like how they brought back the puns.
The puns, yes.
Like I feel like it's word from word how it was delivered in Volume 1.
They have Yang go into a bit more of a degree of explaining what her joke was than they do originally. But
I know.
outside of that,
said it, I was like, God damn it, Bob.
You got to. The one thing I will say that they changed or brought back that I really liked is, and obviously it only works in this context, like you couldn't do it in the show. They brought back the victory won't be won in strength, but maybe in things like a simpler soul, like just showing them having fun. That was a really nice touch and a cool send off.
Like that narration. I don't know why. Like the first thing I thought I was like, is that Jin saying it?
It's Jen. Okay, I gotta remember this. Jen Brown is the one that voices Pyrrha, and then
I mean Jen, like the genie.
No, that was Salem.
Oh, okay.
Because that's the exact same thing that happens at the first episode of Volume 1. They have the same exact talk when they're going into the dust shop, and he's like, maybe things are found in a simpler soul, and it shows RWBY. They have that exact same talk, focusing in on RWBY, and do it as they're focusing on the whole team just having fun with each other. You don't realize that Salem.
Yeah.
Volume 1 because you don't meet Salem until like the very end of Volume 3 for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, then.
But yeah, and then she gives you the whole Rita Repulsa, now I'm free. But yeah, it was I liked it. It is one of the most abrupt endings to a show I've ever seen. It almost felt like this episode was a DLC chapter.
In a way, yeah. Like, I just, like, I don't know. I just felt like there's, like, potential, they left stuff in cases of season 2.
Yeah, and
it felt like it was open-ended.
It is, and if they do, it's not going to be for a while, because from what I saw, they're finally making big-time progress on that next Madoka movie. So I don't see them doing much else outside of that for a little bit.
You never know.
We'll see. Because
You never know. They could be working on both.
They could, but if it's just me, as much as I like RWBY, I'd really like all budget and time being spent on that, because there are a few things that left me cliffhangering, wanting to know more than the last Madoka movie when Homura did the big stupid.
I'm just saying that because like there's like Chainsaw Man is out, and that company is also doing final season of Attack on Titan.
That is because Mappa's insane. They're also doing the next season of One Punch Man.
Are they?
That's because they're insane. Yes.
They're pretty much like animated everything you could possibly think of at the moment.
They have so
that's
much
what I'm surprised.
Oh yeah, no, that's because.
But like they're killing it though. They're like effing killing it though.
So and you know why they're doing so much? Do you know what studio also used to do that much at the same time? Madhouse. Do you know who started Mappa and is running Mappa? The guy who started and funded Madhouse. He left Madhouse and then made a new studio, and so that the guys running it could make their own thing, and he could start a new studio and start over again.
I think I saw something like that, but yeah, no, like Mappa's like killing it.
Yeah, I'm just like, dude, I understand it. But it's like, I want to see these other shows, so now I gotta wait so long for this shit to come out. Oh man.
But like, yeah, I want to see, but I want it to end at the same time because it's like it's like 20 million of the final season.
Yeah, because that is another big Japanese thing. Final season, and then it said part 1. I'm like, that's not how a final season works. That is not how that works. That is just another season. Stop it. But anyway, yeah. Overall thoughts on the show? Did you really enjoy it? Other than obvious critiques, any other things to say?
It was good. Not, it could have been better. Yeah, sorry.
At the start, I liked it a little more. Like, not so much the first 3 episodes, because that was mainly recap, even though that was fun to see. But like when I told you when the pacing got bad is definitely when my enjoyment for the show dropped.
Yeah.
So for like a very short time, I was enjoying this show. It's not that I think it didn't need to be made, but I think it didn't need to be 12 episodes.
No, they made a 6-episode show last 12.
Yeah.
And I think that would have fixed a lot of the pacing issues. And I understand why they recapped those first 3. Use those first 3 episodes to recap Volume 1. It made sense too. So I know some people say they didn't have to do that, but I was like, no. Yeah, I was gonna say no. I think we did need that because 1, people who've never watched the normal show probably would go into this completely confused, and 2, it would help explain why Weiss is in this situation.
Yeah, and it helps spread seeds of like
that would be my
nightmare
thoughts.
Come from and some other things like that.
Yeah,
there was reasons behind it. I get it, and they did a lot in the dream. I just it felt like they did the same ideas over, where it's like you could have done one where you explored just that and then hung on it. But it is what it is.
Yeah,
it's the first time someone outside of Rooster Teeth handled RWBY, so it is what it is. And it's like, I did not enjoy it, but like you said, it could have been 4 to 5 to possibly 6 episodes shorter.
I know, or even if like half the season focused on like Blake in the right vein, and then they shift gears to like Weiss having a nightmare.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, what I would have preferred this would have been is a movie.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah, that's true too.
Like a mini movie. You know what? That would have probably been a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would have been good, and like, give or take, I don't know if production wise it would have worked better, but I think just like one solid thing where they just stringed it along.
Or make it like a 4-episode like special type of
like OVAs. Yeah, it wouldn't have been a bad idea. And like I said, if they do stuff like this in the future, if the company gets their head out of their ass, or who knows, it might get cut. Time Warner just said they want to cut another $800 million in media properties.
I know, like I said, like I think the last thing we heard about RWBY Volume 9 is that it's coming out next year, and we just have nothing.
Well, that's all they said, and that was like
And
9 months ago.
And we only got one trailer out of it. That's why I was like kind of like shocked that like we got nothing at like major conventions that they normally go to when they show off their thing.
Well, it's that, and I don't think they even want to try and do press. Like the only thing they've done that was a big deal was Extra Life. The thing that would look good no matter what.
Yeah, and they like I saw like no advertisement for it.
I swear they did not advertise it that much.
They didn't. I forgot it was happening until all of a sudden they're like, Extra Life is tomorrow. I'm like,
that's why I'm surprised because that's why I was like kind of surprised because normally that's like kind of down your throat with them.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that was all right. We're good. It's over. And
who knows when we'll be back with RWBY.
I was gonna say I wish I could tell you when you were gonna see it next, but I have no idea. It will be next year. So everyone have a happy new year and a great Christmas because we ain't gonna be seeing nothing about RWBY until then.
Happy holidays.
Yes.
And all that fun stuff.
Stay safe. Stay warm.
Make good choices.
Yes.
Or try to.
Try
to finish art, summer.
Why'd you call me out like that?
What am
I doing? I'm saying goodbye, right?
Yes. Summer, go ahead. Tell them about where you don't finish art and how you never post it.
You can find me at... Shut up! I finished 2 whole things of art since this stream.
How long has it been since you finished one?
We're not talking about that. Anyway, you can find me on Twitter and Tumblr and Instagram under the handle of Ray Sketch It, where I post art when I feel like finishing it.
Blake, go ahead.
I hate you both. I quit.
Cool, you handled your contract. You can quit whenever you want.
And you can find me on Twitter at Keep028.
You can find. I was going to say. I thought you were going to find. You can find me playing Final Fantasy 14. You can.
Hush.
Nobody asked you. Nobody asked me. I just felt like telling. I'm just that generous of a guy. But anyway,
I could sit here and tell you about the Clear Cream MMORPG Final Fantasy Online, where you can play for free. I'll literally do the whole advertisement.
Kick her out. Kick her out.
They don't
Kick
need it.
Here.
They don't.
Get her out of here.
All right, and you can find me everywhere at Organoid Zero. Like we said, whenever the hell RWBY comes back, if it does, you'll see us again. Until next time, bye.